with Sean.
Welcome back to the 3-Minute Marriage Moment. Well, we're going to continue on 7 good. What was that again?
7 things that make marriage work.
See, I got a little brain twist right there. We had a long day today, but we're going to go into an important piece for our married and our singles, and it's the biggest one.
Right. So just a quick review. The first week we talked about preparation. The second week we talked about accountability and the importance of accountability. This week we really want to get into communication, because that is the age-old snare for husbands and wives, men and women, is learning how to communicate.
Yes, and why that's so big is because communication goes with everything. You got to communicate about money, you got to communicate about sex, you got to communicate about driving, you got to communicate about children, you got to communicate about every single thing. But there's a way that you have to learn how to communicate. I know a lot of times we hear from a lot of couples and singles, I don't understand him, or I don't understand her.
Right.
And that's like the big thing, but it is real simple. We can give you a simple technique.
Yes, actually, communication is a learned skill. I mean, we know people who can talk until the cows come home, but they do not know how to communicate because they don't know how to listen. So communication is both ways. You have to learn how to listen, which actually, and we've talked about this in earlier videos, is the most important thing. Learning how to communicate starts with listening first. The second piece is that learning how to speak with purpose and with clarity where a person can understand. I think sometimes, I know personally, I would give up too fast if my husband didn't just get it the first time. And if he didn't ask for clarity and he pretended like he had it, it would frustrate me.
That's so true, because a lot of times I understand where she was coming from. It was more almost like womp or womp womp. When she was talking, I'm like, what? And then I had to really learn to ask those questions. You know, say what you mean what you say.
Yes.
She had to also come with another clarity, like for an example, like if she were to say, baby, I need for you to take the garbage out right now. And I'm like, okay. Or no, let me restate that. She may say, baby, would you take the garbage out? And I'm like, okay. Well, I didn't read into it and hear what she was saying. What she mean is, baby, can you get up now and take out the garbage?
Right.
And in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, she said, well, I'll take it out whenever. So I sit down, continue, kept playing video games, kept doing what I'm doing. But I wasn't listening for the message. You know, I was just hearing just what she was saying, but not really hearing. But then we have another acronym too, you know, that we have to keep, you know, at the same time. Because sometimes she'll talk so long and my eyes get like this.
Or I'll use a bunch of words and then he would lose track. Not really big words. I'll just use a lot of words to say what I wanted to say.
And
whatever. It wasn't a lot of big words to me. It was just a lot of words instead of really just getting to the point. And when we're counseling couples, and you guys are couples, you know, or you've been in a relationship. Sometimes when a person talks too long, you get distracted and you lose focus. And you begin to lose focus, which is not cool, because it really it inhibits it makes it difficult to communicate. Because if I'm sleeping or thinking about what I'm going to wear tomorrow and you're trying to talk about something important, then we haven't really communicated.
No. And it's just like a fruitless conversation. And even for like singles, I know you're saying too, well, I'm not married. With everyone, you have to learn to communicate. And ladies, I love you. And some men, you just can't talk too long. We got this real simple acronym, KISS.
KISS. Keep it simple, sweetheart.
And what that simply means is if you're talking and you want to express yourself, because ladies have to get their 20,000 words out, 20, 30,000, but they just want to get it out. But after they finish, fellas, this will save your life. All you got to say is, honey, or out of everything that you just said, what do you want me to take back? You know, she'll break it down in 2 sentences.
In 2 sentences or less. Because that gives us the opportunity to actually complete a thought the way that we need to complete the thought. But then for you to get what you need, which is the bottom line. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And for guys, you know, girls need a little bit more description. We don't need to change you. No. We don't need to change you, but it's when we ask you, how was your day? Or what happened with the car? Stuff like, it's all good. Nothing. I got this. it does not work because that does not bring safety, security, or communicate. It doesn't communicate to us what's really going on. You can keep it sweet. You don't have to use a whole bunch of words, but give us a little bit more detail. Like, I took care of it. I did A, B, and C. Leave it alone.
So, fellas, she's telling the truth. We just have to be a little bit descriptive. What we learned from our English classes: nouns, adverbs,
Adjectives.
verbs, adjectives. We got to learn those, not to be like them, but they want to hear details. Like if they ask how your day, instead of saying it straight where we can communicate with each other like that, you start saying it was good because I went to work, I may have gotten a raise, a person may have came in, said you look nice, or tell them what does it really mean. Same thing, ladies. You don't have to go like super deep. Just keep it like real brief for us, because you'll lose us. And trust me, we'll follow along, with no problem. And another last good part is
stay on one topic.
One. Just one. That's it.
Because we all have problems with things that have not been resolved, and that's because we start here and we end up way over there, right? So we want to leave those tips for you, and I think it's important. There are a lot of great tools that you can use that are on the internet, just speaker listener, like some active listening techniques that are really, really actually beneficial. It's not just for academia or the therapy room or anything like that. So we want to encourage you, get educated, learn how to communicate, and really kind of set your heart to be a master communicator.
Yes, and be sure to be slow to speak.
And swift to hear, and slow to wrath.
Yes, and it will save you a whole lot of headaches. Well, that's enough for today. Don't forget to keep in touch with us at songsofsolomonri.com
or on Facebook at Songs of Solomon Relationship Institute. Please like us, send us posts, keep the questions coming. We love you.
Otherwise, have an awesome, wonderful day. Peace and no grease.